I never thought much about this until my brother turned 80 last year. He's still sharp as a tack, full of life and stories. But one conversation with his doctor completely shifted the way our whole family thinks about aging. What we learned was this: most of the things that end life after 75 aren't just random or unavoidable. They're not an automatic part of getting older, despite what many believe. Recent research shows something powerful. Most of the top causes of death in seniors can be prevented or at least significantly delayed. Yes, even if you're already in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. The catch? By the time symptoms show up, it's often late in the game. These conditions have been building in silence for years. But here's the good news. When you understand what these five major threats are, you can take action, real action, to stay ahead of them. Some may seem obvious, others might surprise you, but every single one gives you a chance to live longer, stronger, and more independently. Stick with me until the end, because the fifth cause? Hardly anyone talks about it, yet it could shape your future more than all the rest combined. Before we jump in, where are you tuning in from today? Drop your city in the comments below, and if you're someone who believes that knowledge is the key to better aging, go ahead and subscribe for more clear, practical guidance you can use right away. Let's start with the threat that can take everything away in a single second. 1. Falls and injuries, the silent thief of independence. Let me tell you about my neighbor Martha. She was 78 and full of energy, independent, active, and the kind of person who walked to the market and pulled weeds in her garden just to stay busy. One morning she reached for a coffee mug on a high shelf. She slipped. It was a quick fall, nothing loud or dramatic, but it changed everything. Martha fractured her hip. She spent 3 months in rehab and never returned to her own home. A simple fall ended her independence. Not a disease, not an illness. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related deaths in older adults. Over 34,000 deaths a year in people over 65, and it gets worse after 75. Even when a fall isn't fatal, the damage to confidence and mobility can be enormous. In fact, 40% of seniors who break a hip never live independently again. But here's the thing. It's not just clumsiness. Balance declines with age. Vision fades. Reflexes slow. Bones become brittle due to osteoporosis. What would have been a bruise at 50 becomes a break at 80. Worse still, after a fall or even a near fall, people often move less out of fear. That leads to more weakness, more falls. It's a vicious cycle. Here's the hopeful part. You can reverse it. Richard, an 82-year-old friend of mine, started a daily routine. He stood behind a chair, lifted one leg at a time, and slowly built strength. Then he started walking again, just to the end of his street. Eventually, he joined a Tai Chi class. And get this, studies show Tai Chi can reduce fall risk by up to 50%. 2. Heart disease, the silent drain on energy and life. Frank, a longtime family friend, loved to say his heart was strong as an ox. At 77, he still mowed his lawn and played cards every Tuesday. When he started feeling winded on the stairs, he brushed it off. Just age, he said. Even chest tightness? Probably just gas. By the time he got checked, his heart was only working at half capacity. Heart disease is the top cause of death for seniors over 75. More than cancer, diabetes, and stroke combined. But your heart doesn't just wear out. It's affected by lifestyle choices every single day. The biggest villain? High blood pressure. They call it the silent killer for a reason. It damages arteries and overworks your heart, often without a single symptom. Over 70% of seniors have it, and many don't even know. The warning signs often look like normal aging: breathlessness, low energy, swollen ankles. But they're actually cries for help from your heart. The great news? The heart responds quickly to care. Start small. Swap processed food for whole grains, vegetables, lean proteins, and heart-healthy fats. My neighbor Doris traded butter for olive oil, chips for almonds, and her cholesterol dropped 40 points. Without medication. Move your body gently. Walk 15 minutes a day. Try water aerobics or seated leg lifts, and monitor your numbers. Most pharmacies offer free blood pressure checks. Medicare covers wellness visits. Take Gloria. She was told she'd need a pacemaker at 82. But with heart-friendly habits and the right medication, her doctor now says she may never need surgery at all. 3. Stroke, a quiet emergency with loud consequences. Strokes don't usually hurt, but their impact can be devastating. Suddenly, words don't come out right. One arm goes limp, your face sags. That's your brain under attack. Stroke is the second leading cause of death over 75 and the leading cause of disability. It strikes fast, and every minute counts. Every minute without treatment kills 2 million brain cells. That's why it's so important to learn fast. Face. Ask them to smile. Is one side drooping? Arms. Can they raise both arms? Speech. Is it slurred or strange? Time. Call 911 right away. Prevention matters just as much. High blood pressure and atrial fibrillation, AFib, are major stroke risks. Ask your doctor for an EKG, especially if you feel your heart flutter occasionally. That could be a sign of AFib. Sarah, 76, had high blood pressure and didn't know it. After adopting the DASH diet, low salt, lots of fruits and veggies, and starting light exercise, her numbers dropped. An EKG also revealed early AFib. With medication, she reduced her stroke risk significantly. And guess what? Medicare covers all of these screenings. Use them. 4. Respiratory diseases. When every breath becomes a challenge. We don't think about our lungs until they struggle, but for many, shortness of breath becomes a daily obstacle after 75. Mary never smoked, but by 78, she felt winded just walking to her mailbox. She thought it was just age, but it was early COPD. COPD, pneumonia, and chronic bronchitis make up the third leading cause of death in seniors. As we age, our lung elasticity weakens. Immune systems don't fight as well. Even simple colds can become serious. Signs include a chronic cough, fatigue, or breathlessness that shows up too early. But here's the upside. Lungs can be trained. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale through pursed lips for 6. Do this for 5 minutes a day. It strengthens breathing muscles and improves oxygen flow. Keep your home clean. Use HEPA filters. Ventilate well. Reduce humidity to prevent mold. And don't skip vaccines. Flu, pneumonia, and COVID boosters are covered by Medicare and save thousands of lives yearly. George, diagnosed with COPD at 78, committed to pulmonary rehab. With breathing exercises and medication, he now walks 3 blocks every morning. His life is fuller and longer because of it. 5. Cognitive decline, the hidden threat to identity and joy. Elena didn't worry when her husband Robert started forgetting small things. But one day he got lost coming home from the grocery store, a route he'd taken for 40 years. That moment changed everything. Cognitive decline and dementia affect 1 in 3 people over 85. But here's what gives us hope. Lifestyle changes can slow or even prevent it. It's not just getting old. Cognitive health is tied to blood flow, sleep quality, inflammation, even gut health. So how do you protect your mind? Move your body. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain. Eat smart. The Mediterranean diet, rich in fish, olive oil, greens, has been shown to reduce dementia risk. Sleep well. Deep sleep helps your brain clear toxins. Stay social. Isolation increases decline. Challenge your brain. Learn a new hobby. Do puzzles. Read something new. Tom started playing bridge again after losing his wife. His focus improved. Eleanor took up painting at 82. Her memory scores went up. And Robert? After his diagnosis, he changed his diet, walked every day, and joined a Tai Chi class. His decline stabilized. His wife calls it a gentle pause. Falls, heart disease, strokes, respiratory conditions, and cognitive decline. These 5 account for nearly all deaths over 75. But they are not destiny. They're invitations, wake-up calls, opportunities to take small steps that lead to longer, fuller lives. The difference between simply surviving and truly thriving comes down to what you do today, not 10 years ago, not next year, but now. You still have stories to live, memories to make, people to love, places to see. Let's protect your future, starting today. If this video helped you or reminded you of someone you love, hit that like button. Subscribe for more wisdom about how to stay vibrant, steady, and strong at any age. And before you go, drop a comment. Which of these 5 surprised you most? Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it.